is up, you guys? It's your boy Ragozin here today to talk about Fallout 76, the announcement that really no one really expected. I won't say that everyone was, that they blew up the entire world. I don't want to sugarcoat it like that. But to put it in perspective, no one really saw this coming. When leaks came out that a new Fallout game was going to come out, a lot of people were like, it's going to be a remastered of New Vegas or Fallout 3. And it kind of seems kind of obvious like that, especially how they went with Skyrim. They put so many remasters out there, just like, what's the difference? I think there's like at least 5 or 6, even more remastered versions of Skyrim. But no, they actually shocked us in a little bit in that sort of sense with Fallout 76. And we got a trailer of it too with it's like a minute and 30 seconds long. It's pretty good. Nothing too exciting to say at least, in a sense of gameplay wise. It's your typical Fallout trailer, but it was shorter than usual, but it showed off some interesting details. But one detail that's not for sure that everyone wants to know is that what kind of game Fallout 76 will be. A lot of rumors are coming out that Fallout 76 is going to be like a Rust or DayZ clone, and that's actually going to be pretty interesting. And I'm not going to say that this is going to, in a way, trade in the gameplay of the original Fallouts, because if you remember, the original Fallouts 1 and 2, if I'm correct, I'm not sure about the second Fallout, but I'm pretty sure with the first Fallout, that it's basically a point-and-click game. But with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, it's more of an open world. You move as you go. Your typical first-person shooter, but not like Call of Duty, but it's more open world. But to say that they trade in, they're trading it or they're trying something new, is kind of strange. It's not really, because they have tried something new. They went with the open world kind of aspect. And so that being said, this should be pretty interesting. It kind of a bold move too for Bethesda to try to do this, because everyone, I believe, knows and loves Fallout for the open world aspect. And I guess you can say that, they're still going to have that open world aspect in Fallout 76, but I believe that the RPG survival kind of aspect is going to, in a sense, take over with Fallout 76, if this is actually pretty true. Again, it's pretty bold of them to do that, because it could blow up in their face, but I feel like this rumor is actually true, because they're also releasing Rust 2, which is an open world IP. So that's pretty interesting, because if Fallout 76 fails, they have Rust 2 to fall on, if that's also successful. So they have in a sense, planned a pretty sound, safeguard in that sort of sense. If it fails, maybe this will help. So if some fans are upset, if this is true, that Fallout 76 is going to turn out to be a survival RPG, then you have Rust 2, which is more of your traditional open world. Now, with this being said, I believe that Fallout 76 will, look into how the factions of Fallout were created. Because if you remember, in the trailer, it says, "Our future begins." And basically, what I take from that is that when you go outside, you will, and other people will decide, or will be placed in factions. You will choose your faction, and then from there you build your factions as the Brotherhood of Steel, or the Enclave, or something like that along those lines. And also another thing to kind of back up my theory is that this Fallout game, Fallout 76, falls in the timeline before any other Fallout game. So that's actually pretty interesting. So it happens before Fallout 1, 2, New Vegas, 3, and 4. So that should leave room to more creativity. And also the setting of this also takes place in West Virginia. Well, it's stipulated to be, rumored to be in West Virginia, because the song that goes along with the trailer kind of says West Virginia, and also there's some tidbits from other games that also talk about, Vault 76, that it's located in the DC area. Now, you might be saying, Brian, you've done a really good job looking at your research. I just want to tell you that I basically taken what IGN looked up, and I'm just putting my theory from there. And really, my theory is that we're going to make our own factions. Well, not make our own factions, but make the factions that are existent in Fallout, in the Fallout universe, a reality. So I think that's actually a pretty interesting idea. But for the RPG survival aspect, I'm not sure how that's going to really work. It should be really interesting to see how it's going to turn out to be. I don't really think that they're going to do a really good job of it. I really do. Because they're, I don't know, just the games that they've come up with for a while, they've really made some memorable games. So I think that Fallout 76 would be pretty interesting. In fact, I think that since they have the iconic Fallout name with this game, I believe this might be the next Fortnite for the the RPG survival genre. Because it's gonna hopefully, well, I would like to see it take over a lot of things, take a lot of movement and get a lot of momentum and get a lot of people interested and excited for this new IP, if it actually is an RPG survival, genre game. So that should be pretty interesting to see. We're going to find out more when it is revealed at E3, but until then, I have high hopes that my theory is correct, that we're going to discover how the factions were created in this wonderful game, which is called Fallout. So this should be pretty interesting. Tell me what you guys think, what Fallout 76 actually is going to be, and if you're excited or not. And also if you're excited for Rust 2. I'm actually pretty excited for Rust 2 as well. So that's gonna be a lot of money for me, which I don't have, so I don't know what to buy. I don't know what to buy. A lot of good games coming out. A lot of games that I still want right now, but I still don't have any money. But we'll see what we can do with that. But until then, that is my theory on Fallout 76. Take everything that you just heard with a pinch of salt, do your own research, come up with your own conclusions, and then come back to me so I can hear what you have to say. Until then, I gotta go away. That made no sense. I tried to do an outro. It failed horrendously, but I wanted to say, so this is me getting the hell out of here. Goodbye.